to have faith. You talk to yourself. You say that affirmation. The next step is you must have patience and engage in consistent action. Patience and engage in consistent action. See, everything does not always happen, ladies and gentlemen, when we want it to happen. It doesn't happen quickly. So, in that process, they have something in the Far East called the Chinese bamboo tree. The Chinese bamboo tree, every day it has to be watered and fertilized. It's a very hard nut, and it takes 5 years of...
We're not here just to take part. We're here to take over.
Get ready. Woo! We on tour, and we're doing it better than anybody else alive. It's so hard for me to sit back here in this studio looking at a guy out here hollering my name when last year I spent more money on spilled liquor in bars from one side of this world to the other than you made.
Drag your nuts, baby. Breakers Road, Grand Slam exclusive, son. Drag them. Let's go. 101, baby. Let's go.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, woo, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down. Woo!
Tillman Tap and the Nighthawk Knock. Cool. Let's go, baby. What up, baby? Let's go. What is up, Grand Slam Nation, son? Bringing the thunder tonight, aren't we? What it do, baby? What it do? Hope everybody's doing good. Tennessee Vols stuck it in my poop chute last night. Ended up going 1-2. Lost on Texas, straight up. Lost on Tennessee, -3, and won on Kentucky, thank goodness. It was at the very end of the game, too. Kentucky lost their quarterback for probably the year, and they had a backup in, and they were getting him reps. And in that last minute, I mean, he's never done that in 7 years, but never been in that situation, so he was trying to get the backup some reps. Scored a touchdown with like 20 seconds to go. Just goes to show you, man. Tennessee, literally, I hope their coach never coaches another Division I program again. No fans deserve it. But anyway, it is what it is. Luckily, they're not my team. Case 86. Yeah. And before I forget, man, I think there's about 60 people watching on my end. Just want to say, man, I know these breaks right here, these Ginter breaks aren't sexy breaks or whatever. So there's a lot of, there's 30, 40, 50, I see 70 people, but there's 20 or 30 people that have been watching a lot of this. And I just want to tell you, man, how much I appreciate that. It keeps me rolling on a Sunday when I would love to go do something else. It keeps me rolling knowing there's somebody out there that might need a little live entertainment. And you never know when the red's going to pop off, man. Just like that little miner, man. You might be awful close and not know it, man. You got to keep plugging, man. That's what, no matter whatever it is in life, that's what you got to do, man. Keep plugging. Don't give up, man. You might think you're not getting anywhere, and you're getting there. All these small choices you make in your life add up, good or bad, and you just got to start making good, small choices, and you'll get there, man. You hang in there. Just wait and see. We're going to own a horse that runs the Kentucky Derby, and when that motherfucker runs, the earth will shake, baby. His balls will drag. Wait and see. So just stick around, man. We talk about it, but we're also going to be about it. Anyway, enough's enough, baby. Case 86. Let's go, baby. Box 1, my man Adam Stevenson. 2 out of the last 3. It was the first box. So let's see, Big Adam. Compound. Man, I'm not much of a reader, man, unfortunately. I need to be smarter than that. But I'm not. Let me grab some totes, too. This is Adam Stevenson, order 51,594. 51,594. I got you, Brian. Anybody out there who watches these breaks over and over and over? Dude, these aren't short breaks. Most people see Ginter, Case, whatever, and they're not going to pop on this audio book. I got that. Here we go. 86, baby. Rise and grind. Let's go. Memphis Tigers definitely look like the best team in the state of Tennessee right now, man. There we go. No. The Patriots, man, have such a horseshoe shoved up their ass, man. It's unbelievable. What's up, Big Ed? Big Ed's Tire Sales. Your boys murdered me this weekend. Just awful. They'll beat one SEC team, Kentucky. Here we go. It's unbelievable. Play the game of the year last year against us in Auburn. I'm doing good, Brandon. Thanks for asking, bro. Just stay dragging, son. Stay dragging. What up, what up, what up? Big Vikings fan in the house today, baby. Let's go. Y'all ready for my upset of the week? I'm going out on a limb on this one. Money line. Steelers over Patriots. Run, tell it. I'm calling it. I'm calling it. They get beat by 30 or 40. It is what it is. But I'm going with the Steelers. Ed, that was supposed to be last year. Benny was all banged up. The Georgia Bulldogs had just beat the stuffings out of us the week before. Garantano or whatever looked like Joe Montana. Go back and watch the tape, man. I couldn't even hardly stomach it. It's probably the worst loss, and there's been a lot that just ate at my soul. Last year's Tennessee game, as bad as they were, and Kentucky probably wasn't 10-2 good. They had a nice schedule the way it's set up. Kentucky was probably an 8-4 quality team, and we win at Missouri, which we shouldn't have won, and then we laid the biggest egg in the last couple of years was at Tennessee, man. Like Josh Allen should have been able to handle, even if our offense wasn't doing well, our defense was solid. It is what it is, man. Our season's pretty much over now anyway. Terry Wilson got hurt last night, fucking got horse-collared. Just get horse-collared. It's the second time in my life, man, a big player on our team got horse-collared and, tore up a knee. Dickie Lyons' last play of his career was a horse collar against South Carolina. I hate South Carolina. Ooh. There we go. Let's go, baby. That's not an easy card to hit. There we go. Vlad, full-size rookie, baby. My pick, I already told y'all, my surprise, my going out on a limb, win you some big money, is Steelers on the money line. I'm just going with them. When you go up into Heinz Field, it is at Heinz Field, right? As long as it's at Pittsburgh, I'm going Pittsburgh. I got a feeling, man. I got a feeling. We'll see. Here we go, Vlad. Adam Stevenson, 51,594. We have case 80. Give me a second, guys. We also had, I think they're gone now, guys. I'm almost sure. We had hoops on there again. You want to talk about a damn steal. Phew. Give me a second. Let me just see what we have going on. '88 is on. Case 88 is up. We're on 86 now. We have enough to get us to case 90. After that, I'll have to go buy it again on the secondary market, but we'll see what we can find. It's drying up. My goal is to get us to 100. I think 100 would be amazing, but it's starting, $15,000 life-changing shit for most people. You could damn start a business. See ya, man. Stay Jeff Line. I thought the Kentucky Wildcats were going to beat Florida straight up with Terry Wilson. I've watched Florida play against Miami. The only thing that impresses me is their defensive line. Their quarterback's a bitch. But now we got a backup. I mean, he's not terrible, but he's not as bad as it could have been. But we can't beat. I don't think we'll beat Florida now. Florida's lucky against us too, man. It was one year, two times we didn't cover their. Here's Jimmy Chitwood. They made about 900 and something thousand packs. We did the math. We've opened about 2.5% of the entire run. So you can take 86 and multiply it by 40. That's how many cases I think they made of it. The Bowman Chrome checklist, I think they're releasing like 1 or 2 a day. Something like that, the checklist. Appreciate it, Adam. Enjoy the card. Search goes on. Jimmy Chitwood. He has 4 boxes. I appreciate the business. We're going to try to get to 100. That's I think a pretty fair goal. I don't know if we'll get there or not. We may not be able to open one every day. If we do, we do. I hate to leave for Vegas next Sunday. If we're still opening one a day, I just don't want to quit until sacrifice a trip to Vegas where I get a lot of free stuff. Get to ride on a NASCAR, but sometimes you got to finish. You guys have literally been such a freaking blessing. It's unbelievable. There we go. Over $70,000 to St. Jude now. I think it's $70,345. Y'all have raised $60,000 in the last month. I just want to watch some football, man. I don't really have. I'm tired of all the drama with Antonio Brown. I mean, I saw a video where he was so happy he was cut by the Raiders, and I feel like that's messed up, man. Like, be a professional. Like, I'm all about mental health awareness, but, like, you shouldn't be posting videos at coaches, and you shouldn't be running around. Like, a lot of these guys, like Derek Carr, man, they stuck their neck out for you, and then you treat them like a bum, because you won't show up. But other than that, I'm Antonio Browned out. I stuck up for that guy a few times, when people were busting his chops online, and he's gotten to where he needs some help, man. Stop carrying on a bunch of dumb shit. The Patriots are all excited right now. They got him. They better be careful. That dude will end up. I would say the Patriots are just going to cut him if he acts stupid. Oh, I'm ready. Yeah, that was awesome, Brian, what you did. We just do it by the packs, Brian, the lots. Yeah, like at some point, there's Jimmy Chitwood with the rip card. Hey man, we're off on a good start today. We are off on a good start. Somebody tell me something good, man. Did your team win? Yeah, I saw little Raider fans crying and stuff when he came there. It's just wild, man. It really is wild. Never seen anything like it, but it is what it is. Bradley Jr. Jarrett Culver. That's cool, man. Tim Simpson really stepped up to buy your first card, man. Pretty awesome, man. That's awesome. I like the 30 for 30 on the Pony Express. Pony Express is savage, son. Yeah, they did. UT Martin is close by, man. A couple of my friends played for UT Martin back in the day. Yeah, dude. What about Maryland, man? Respect. They are dogging folks. That's awesome, man. When they go to game day, man, that's one of the most fun things I ever did, dude. Kentucky 07. Me, Dad, Diana, and the boys all, like the boys were like 3 years old. The boys were 3 years old. Their first game ever, Kentucky game ever was the Kentucky LSU game 2007. It was hilarious, man. Jay fell in it wasn't even raining outside, but Jay somehow found a mud hole and literally, when we were tailgating or whatever, fell in where his shoe and about half of his jeans were just mud. Like, I've never seen anything. I don't know how he found it. I mean, man, the things you do with your kids, man. Yeah, me and Omar had season tickets. It was pretty wild, man. Game day, I went down there I think I went down on Friday. And Diana, the boys, came down Saturday, like right before kickoff, and Omar came Saturday morning. Like back in the day, man, like y'all just don't know how big a fan I was. Like it was wild, man. I knew the players. I'd go to road game. It was wild, man. Silly. Should have been trying to build my card shop back in the day, man. But hey, better late than never, man. Probably shouldn't beat yourself up because you were making bad choices 12 years ago. That's some bottom 10 shit. Learn from it. You know what it is? Bethel, man, that's McKenzie, baby. Omar had a motel in McKenzie for years, man. Best Western. I sold it. Me personally, I was a real estate agent at Prudential and sold the Best Western in McKenzie, son. Run tell it, baby. That was one of my first big paydays. I went to my dad. He was selling it. And I was like, hey, can I advertise this? And if I sell it, can I have 3%? And he was like, yeah, whatever. I found a buyer and sold it. Oh, game day. When game day shows up, man, unless you dead, you know, it's big time. It's a lot of fun. And then when you win, nobody gave us a chance. We were like 11.5-point dog. LSU had just went down to Florida, or it may have been in Death Valley, and just had a knockdown, drag-out fight with Tim Tebow, man, the week before. And, I mean, it was Jacob Hester, and Miles ran on 4th and 1 like 2 or 3 times, 4th and 2 with Jacob Hester. And that's who it ended up catching up with him against Kentucky because he did that in overtime, and we stopped it. My man Braxton Kelly doing work. Like, literally, I was on the field after we beat LSU. I rushed the field with the rest of the fans. Omar stayed up in the stands. Just soaking it in, baby. I thought Kentucky football was so bad from 1990 to 2005. For 15 years, it was so bad. I literally thought me and Omar would never see a big win. Never. And me and him went to the 06 Georgia game. That was the first one. We beat them. We won 4 out of 5 to end the 06 season. I'll give you one guess who beat us. We beat Clemson in the Music City Bowl, 9.5-point dog. We sent 32 people to that bowl game, 32 families. We hadn't been just dragging nuts at Grand Slam Collectibles. We did some things with the Kentucky community too. Probably Google that shit and find it actually, but it is what it is. We've given, I think it's over 1,000 tickets now to Rupp Arena and Commonwealth Stadium. Since I opened the store, we've only done it once or twice. I've got a friend who's a real nice guy that, he made a deal, like if he comes up with the tickets, I'll do the work, of finding the family, doing the research. People will try to scam you, man, but that was how I got, like the players and stuff, read message boards and all that. So, Tim Couch was good, but we went to the Outback Bowl, but it was still smoke and mirrors. But that was that. I mean, I'm not saying we lost to Penn State. But, yeah, I mean, the 98 season was the best one we had in that 15-year run. But, I mean, there was a 2-year run where Tennessee beat us 100-0. 100-0, 48-0, and 52-0. I mean, that's just absolute ass stompings right there. I mean, you don't even see scrub teams getting beat. We were just a scrub, man. So at least we're decent now. I'm telling y'all, Cavassier Smoke's going to be a stud. Cavassier Smoke. All right. Is that box 2? Yeah. Box 3. Box 3, case 86. He did take your Browns to the playoffs, and he got hurt, and Kelly Holcomb took his job. Still pisses me off about the Browns. Fucking Couch. Couch just got hurt. I mean, his shoulder was ruined. That's all there is to it. Like, if people go back and look, Tim Couch and Sam Bowie were not the bust that everybody makes them out to be. Sam Bowie averaged like 10 points a game in the NBA. They should have never drafted Sam Bowie because he had a couple of serious injuries at UK. But that's how good he was. But I think he broke both legs at UK. You don't deserve. I mean, you a dumbass if you draft a guy that's some bingo shit right there. Yeah, like Ty Detmer didn't play. Like Ty Detmer, they had Ty Detmer and then Couch. And the way I remember it was Ty Detmer didn't play the whole season. They should have let Detmer take that beating. And I mean, Couch even then, because I remember their first pick in the second round was Kevin Johnson. And it seemed like the next year they went LeVar Arrington and Courtney Brown, if I remember right. And they just never really gave him protection. And, I mean, Tim Couch, if you go watch in college, dude, our defense was so bad. I mean, our defense was fucking garbage. We couldn't get Florida to punt. I mean, we would lose like 49-35, but we couldn't get them to punt. I lost one and won one. I went 1-2. I lost on fucking Tennessee, Texas, and then I won on Kentucky. So I went 1-2. So now I'm 5-3, but the Tennessee game just makes me sick. I've always been bitter at the Browns because of Couch. I have probably the best Tim Couch collection in the country, man. I ought to pull out my Tim Couch collection and show y'all. My wedding gift was a Tim Couch rookie. I'm telling you, man, I was a junkie for Kentucky. We got some pretty crazy Tim Couch cards. Not everything's about profit. You know, Tim Couch cards are literally worthless, and there's some sometimes that pop up that I don't have that I'll pay 20, 30, 40 bucks for it because it's Tim Couch and I don't have it, but I haven't messed with it in there. Hey, who won the game last night? Please tell me Florida State won. I do not want them stealing Mark Stoops. Just goes to show you, man, one or two bad hires. Ask Tennessee Vol fans. You start hiring the wrong assholes, they will destroy your program. I mean, dude, in the NFL, dude, he was zipping it for the Browns. Anyway, it is what it is, man. I sat next to Couch one game, 07 Columbia, South Carolina. Sat next to Couch during the game. Real quiet, dude. Almost seemed broken, man, as crazy as that sounds. Like, he didn't really talk a lot, you know. And, I mean, we were down there with the players' families and stuff. We used to know Wesley Woodyard's family real well. I got tickets to the Florida game. He got me tickets to the Florida game, 07. Tim Tebow, probably the best game of his career. We lost by 7. It was the week after the LSU game. They asked to ride your go-karts for free. People are fucking assholes. They should pay double, man. People who actually have. Doesn't surprise me, man. People are assholes. I'm glad for him, man. Yeah, later on, I'll tell y'all a good story about College Game Day that day, 07. One of my buddies bet on a team that was going against Georgia. And David Pollock was the defensive end for Georgia. And my buddy Matt, he was counting his money before the end of the game. Like, Georgia was up like 17 points or whatever it was, and the other team was just running it out. They were done. Well, they fumbled, and David Pollock ran it back for a touchdown to cost my buddy a bet. Like, he was telling me, I think I'm going to buy Kelly some new shoes. We're going to go to Outback. I mean, dude, it was that much. It was over. And fast forward to 2007, and David Pollock was doing College Game Day with, you know, he wasn't the main guy, but he was one of the guys. And I got David Pollock to call my buddy. Back then, we didn't have text messages or anything, but I told David Pollock the story and asked him if he'd call Matt, and he did, and Matt didn't pick up. That was going to be an all-timer. Literally have the dude that cost him a couple hundred, but back when a couple $100 to us was like the world. Yeah. College Game Day, baby. Memories. People are asking for free shit because they're a family member of an NFL fucking QB are losers, and you didn't. I'm glad you didn't put them in there. I mean, dude, I don't even know what to say there. I wouldn't let Donovan McNabb ride for free. Fuck that, man. Everybody puts their pants on the same, son. You should pay just like everybody else. Motherfuckers. I bet you wouldn't have Deshaun Watson's family doing that. Deshaun Watson is a nut dragger. He did something with his first paycheck for every single worker in the Houston Texans locker facility, like all the people who prepare the food, all that stuff. I think he gave them all a bonus. Pretty badass, man. I love people like that, man, that share with other people that actually deserve it. I'm not saying you just go throw your money in the air or whatever, but like people who helped you get there, man, maybe you take care of them a little bit. Help them out, man. Let them know you appreciate it. Yeah, I like Deshaun Watson a lot. It was the cafeteria folks. Uh-oh. Who is this? Sean B? Oh, Bly 11. Black label. Black border. We're having a good little run. I didn't open too many of these, did I? No. 5. This is his last box, though. Yeah, it's wild, man. Just because someone can fucking throw a ball through an iron rim, or an NFL player can run fast, like all of a sudden the rest of us want to like buy them everything and act like they're special, man. I mean, honest to goodness, NFL or NBA, you could trot anybody out there and I'd watch. You know what I'm saying? Like, what would be the difference if like we took the top 10% of all NFL players and said, we don't want to pay y'all anymore. We don't need y'all. You don't think there would be a superstar come along? You know what I'm saying? Like, the ceiling is the ceiling. If you knock out the top 10, the ceiling is just lower, but it's still the best of what's of the players. So then there would be Tom Brady minus 10% would be the Tom Brady. Like, some of this shit gets ridiculous. Like Antonio Brown, $30 million for poor Raiders. I feel bad for their fans, but their fans are crazy motherfuckers. I want to go to Vegas when they have games out in Vegas. I think that'd be cool. It says a lot about someone to give their first NFL paycheck to cafeteria employees. It just does. Shines a bunch of light too. I love when people, this is my favorite. I love when people take something out of the Bible and are like, oh, when you do something good, you shouldn't let other people know. You know, it avoids what you're doing. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you're not always supposed to freaking pump your, blow your trumpet. I'm not saying you should. But like Deshaun Watson doing that, look, I'm still breathing the positivity of what he did, just like tens of thousands of other people. It made tens of thousands of people feel good. So why not shine your light? Why not shine and let the world see it? You know, these people, most of these people who say, oh, you should just not show people, are people that ain't doing jack shit, and that makes them feel small when they see Deshaun Watson doing that. So they say, oh, you shouldn't shine your light, man. There's plenty of Bible verses, buddy, and you can pretty much pull one out for any thought you have. And I can assure you there is one in there about shining your light so others can see. So, how about you mind your business and let Deshaun mind his? Or whoever's doing something nice. This is 12 packs. Richard Kurtz. And then next up is 6 boxes. You know what? If Sean Barker dodges this box, if this box isn't gold, Sean Barker's got it for sure, because he's got the last 6 boxes in the case other than some packs from right here. So there'll be 12 packs here. So it's Richard Kurtz, Larry Spray, and Bryce Bevard in this box, and it's them versus Barker. Good luck, Richard Kurtz. 51,000. Barker has gotten the golden box. Here we go. No shit. The Niners and the Raiders. Give me 2 seconds real quick. Here we go, here we go. I'm gonna open all these 12. Richard Kurtz. Here we go. Oh, buddy, I don't think you have to apologize for not watching every minute. Yeah, mine's 100, Chad. Joe picked case 99. I picked 100. Rookie picked 77. And it's come and went. Mustang. This is Richard Kurtz 12 packs. He did get 2 hits. So the last 12 packs should have 1 hit in it. Oh, do I have a number in mind to stop searching? Fuck no. You obviously don't know me very well, Chad. Until we run out of cards to bust. Two ways. Because I'm going to keep raising the bounty as we go. But here's the 2 ways we do it. People stop ordering the 6-pack lots. We run out of Ginter to buy. Other than that, this is a life lesson. Let's keep plugging. Or all 10 reds are out. Those are the 3 ways. Sean Barker, 51,617. There you go, Big Glenn Davis. My man, Obi. See? That's what you do, man. I'm not saying you go around every single nice thing you do. You go shine light. But what about if Deshaun Watson had done 9 other nice things and it didn't get out, but that one did? Like, people like Deshaun Watson doing that for those people gives the rest of us hope that the world just isn't all darkness, greed, and shadiness. Because normally when it comes down to the almighty buck, man, people will... Matthew 5:16. I need to get that tattooed on me. I've been wanting a tattoo. I want a sleeve, son. Something else we're thinking about doing, y'all. Tell me what y'all think about this. We're thinking about making a WWE wrestling belt, like a real one, but it's the greatest card shop of all time. The metal says that, and then on the sides have like a Griffey Upper Deck, a Michael Jordan rookie, like the greatest cards of all time, around the belt a little bit. Just tell card shops you want some. If you want it, come take it. Let's go, baby. We're not quitting, Chad. I mean, that's it. That's when I'll quit. Just one of those things, man. I don't agree with that. I mean, if they want it, like, I don't agree with that. If it were a master plan, they would have done this 4 weeks ago so he could play week 1 against the Steelers. I just think the Patriots are the best run organization. Haters gonna hate. They just get it, man. They understand it. I mean, Belichick wants to win. Brady wants to win. I honestly believe that Bill Belichick, you could shove another quarterback in there, and I don't know if he'd be Tom Brady, because Tom Brady has such a competitive spirit. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, I honestly believe that he's more competitive than Jordan. I've never seen anything like it. He is the greatest quarterback of all time, in my opinion. He's got it. He won a Super Bowl last year, and he's relentless. He's savage. It don't even faze him. He's right back at it. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people who say that it's rigged or whatever are typically Jets fans, Dolphin fans. I mean, I don't really know, like, what do you mean? Like, AB, like it was this master plan for AB to act like a crazy person and, for the Patriots to get him for free? Nah. He took $15 million less. You think Antonio Brown took $15 million less to go play for the Patriots? That's what you think? You think that was the master plan? Just stop. Just stop. Just not true. Just the truth. It's just so. It's an easy way for someone who didn't deliver to make excuses. We've seen all that right here in this store. It's the same thing, Oh, this distributor did this for them. That's, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Jimmy G. Yeah, dude. The Patriots are, they're so awesome. Their freaking owner literally rolls out to for real massage parlors. He just is what it is, man. It's savage country up there. Just respect. That's why we wanted to put a Tom Brady contenders in gold mine. Like, I think that card down the road is so big. I think the Tennessee Vols losing again cost me a lot of money, Big Allen. That was not good, but that's the way it goes. That's the breaks. You win some, you lose some. I just can't believe how bad their coach is. I can't believe it. I just can't believe it that they keep hiring boobs. Like Florida State. Like, look how, in the state of Florida, your football team should never be bad. You have enough talent. But it just goes to show you one coaching hire or firing can ruin it all for you. Or make you a freaking champion like Bobby Bowden did Florida State. Now they can't. Did they beat that team last night? So they lost to that team? You've got to be kidding me. Oh, the Army game was awesome. So they won by 1 point. See, I don't agree with that. They're in the top 20 every year in recruiting. It always cracks me up. I don't agree with that at all. But that's me, man. His recruiting ain't so bad that they should be losing to Georgia State. And like I said, man, excuses sound best to the fan that's making them, baby. Let's go! I bet $10,000 that he'll never win at UT. $10,000. And I guess success is that would be something we'd have to discuss. But Butch Jones went to the freaking Outback Bowl, Citrus Bowl. Florida State won. The search goes on. There we go. Dogs. Georgia Bulldogs, man, got to give them respect. They got rid of a pretty decent coach. Looks like they upgraded, man. Funny how Kirby Smart can come out and be a legend. Coach like a legend anyway so far. Does Jeremy Pruitt have a buyout? Surely to God, as a defensive coordinator at Alabama, they didn't give this asshole some type of big buyout. Or guaranteed. I want to know what would it cost them to fire him? Yeah, dude, Florida, there's enough talent in that state for all the universities to be good. What about West Virginia and Neil Brown? Golly, dude. What happened there? West Virginia's always been a dang good football program. Like, they've got like 60 yards rushing in 2 games. Jeez. Wish we had West Virginia on the schedule. I knew they were still paying old Butch. Wow. They had that athletic director before. I mean, he had Mike Leach locked up. Finally made a good hire. Hell, they're still paying Fulmer to be athletic director, right? Did Fulmer hire that guy? I guess he did. $9 million buyout. Not many things have me speechless. God. Extended. Wow. Chris Bryant is number 376. Wow. Wow. What? How do these assistants get these gigs? I mean, how, like, so the guy's making, let's say, even $1 million at the top programs as a coordinator. Most of them are making $500,000. So a guy's making $500,000 as a defensive coordinator. And these schools think it's a good idea to give some unknown $10 million, $15 million buyout. Why? I mean, let us negotiate these contracts for you guys, because I would just be like, no, man, your job security is if you don't suck. If you suck, too bad. You're not getting paid. We've learned from our mistakes in the past, but they keep doing it. I'm not picking on Tennessee. I'm talking about Kentucky has done the same thing. They did the same thing with Stoops. Did the same thing with Joker Phillips. I don't understand. If they say, oh, well, they'd never get a coach. Why? They were a defensive coordinator. You think that a defensive coordinator is not going to take a $5 million pay raise? It's utterly, it's insane. Oh, well. Not our problem. Not our problem. That's box 2. Oh, the rest of them are his. It doesn't matter. The packs for the other people are over here. What up? They paid Cheney 1.4. Damn, these pays getting crazy. Let's see if he's got an auto. Nope. Woo! A lot of money, man. I mean, I don't think you have to have a lot of, like, fire. I mean, Belichick is as calm as they get. But you got to have some fucking sense. He kept going for it on 4th and short early in the game, and I was like, this is going to come back to bite them. And it did. You know, like, you got to get points, man, when it's hard to generate them. Oh, well. We need to start a sports podcast where we all talk about sports. Me and Joe and the rookies can talk about sports all day and night, man. And we all have different opinions. It's funny. I mean, Joe right now, I promise you, is sitting at home in a Bengals shirt. And he won't admit it. But he's literally in his mind believing that the Bengals can go to the Super Bowl. And that's what makes sports amazing. Maybe they will. What's so crazy is we all have hope in week 1, right? My Super Bowl pick, Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs. Who we going with from the NFC? I'm going Kansas City Chiefs. First name that popped in my head, believe it or not, I can't believe I'm saying this. Probably shouldn't say it. It's just the first team that popped in my head. I'm just going to say it, man. I'm just going to say it. That's what I thought when it popped in my head. Chiefs, Cowboys, Super Bowl. Write it down. Let me know how bad I do. Chiefs roll them. I'm a big Patrick Mahomes guy. I'd made a deal with Joe last year that if the Bengals went to the Super Bowl, that I would pay for him to go. And at one time they were 4-1. That would have been awesome. We haven't made that bet this year. It wasn't a bet. It was just an offer. Yeah. I like the Chiefs and Cowboys for some reason. I have no idea why. Boy, the Cowboys, people hate the Cowboys, dude. It's hilarious. America's team is not America's team. The Vikings are legit. I'm not saying man, I don't know shit about sport. I don't know. If I had the answers, I wouldn't be busting packs. I'd be over there gambling. I'd be in Vegas, baby. Vegas Nate. The real Vegas guy instead of Vegas Dave. That's my picks. I'm sticking to them. Hell, he should be a legend. Whew. That guy is so good. If he keeps on, if he stays grounded, I think sky's the limit for him. What do I know? I thought Tim Couch was going to be, great in the NFL. You just never know. It takes a lot of luck. Shit. I'm a pretty average cat. You can ask about half the population and they'll say I'm a great guy, and you can ask the other half and they'll say I'm a fucking fraudster, scammer. Yep. That's what I am, right, motherfuckers? We still got 3 boxes to go, nation. Hell yeah. If the Bengals go to the Super Bowl, y'all know I'm sending Joe to the freaking Super Bowl. That's just the way it is. I wouldn't let Big Joe down on that. Joe, we would send him. We'd probably make him do some live videos and shit from the Super Bowl. So we can write it off as advertising or something, but we'd send him down as Grand Slam reporter. Gold box! We're going to do it last. It breaks my heart if we don't get a red, so I like going last. Yeah. Let me just make sure. Nope. There's only 15 of each N43. I would love to own that set, to be honest with y'all. A lot of people don't like them because they're oversized. I love them. The N43s. In time, my plan is to build a master set of Ginter. Everything. One day when I'm when this is all said and done, I want to own every card that. I want to own every card. Like, I don't want the ones that are impossible, like the one-on-ones and things. I want something that's possible to complete. It kind of disappointed me because my buddy, my Spectra set that I love, I have 114 different Spectra Hall of Fame autos in football. And, I mean, I've worked on the thing a lot. Had to sell it when I started the store, and then I was able to buy it back and get it completed. And there's 114 different autographs. It's amazing. But it's like it never ends. Like, somebody was telling me yesterday that there's 21 more that are going to be in this year's Spectra. And I started working on another set called Super Bowl Champions out of Spectra. And I finally got the Brady. And, I mean, I have most of the other ones, but I was trying to find a Brady that was reasonable. Still had to overpay for it, but whatever. And they're making more of those this year. And I like something that can be complete. You know, there's, you know, like, I don't want every single year more cards coming out. I mean, it seems kind of lazy to me. Create a new set. Big Joe at Media Day. That's what's up. Big Joe from Grand Slam Collectibles asking Andy Dalton, did you ever think you would shut those haters up like Nate Dogg from Grand Slam Collectibles? I wish the Bengals would win the Super Bowl. I'd be the second happiest guy here at the store. Yeah, they moved the product back, Chad. We can't ship what they didn't make. Like, they moved it back to 9/18, so 9/18 is when it'll ship, buddy. All our pre-sales ship the day of release. Yeah, they moved it. They'll do that sometimes on these stupid things, and yeah, they move it back, and then we have to answer that question a lot. And I understand, but it's like we don't have the product. They don't release it until September 18th. But what we'll do is that day we ship them all. And on that one we have a lot to ship. But we'll get it all done. That's a good question, Al. I was thinking about that the other day. I don't know. With retail already coming out, I doubt it. But I don't know that. I don't know why they did it that way. Yeah, that's what it was, Big Chad. Rick Ankiel's son taught me a life lesson. No problem, Chad. I'm excited for all you guys who got a good deal on that stuff, man. I appreciate y'all's trust in us, too, that we would actually deliver the product. A lot of times, man, like that $209.95 for Contenders. I've been on the other end of that where I pre-ordered something and then they refunded my money. Messed up. Spectra Football is on the website now. We don't get a lot of that, but there's a lot of cool subsets and autos and that stuff. So if you want a box, grab it. I'll bust it on release day, Wednesday. It's literally on the site. I put it on this morning. You can even buy it by the pack, guys. So if you want to gamble on a $99 pack, there's some huge cards. There's quite a few cards. Like last year, man, it was awesome. You guys helped me out a lot on my Spectre set. I'm going to pull it out for y'all and show it to you, the Spectre set. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, let y'all see what a lot of people wouldn't even know what set I'm talking about, but it's the Spectra Hall of Fame 50th anniversary set. It's the most beautiful card ever made as far as I'm concerned. That's why I built it. I just really like the cards. But they're talking about making 21 more. It's like, man. I mean, I want people like Favre and Moss, and I don't mind that, but like just putting a bunch of scrubs in it. I guess they're not scrubs, they're Hall of Famers. Last box before the gold box. Sooner or later, one of these is going to be autoed. Nope. I may put a Topps update for the people watching. You know what I'm going to do for you guys? Fuck it. All right. Give me a second. I'm going to throw y'all a bone on Topps update. No dealers allowed. This is not for dealers. This is for customers that are actually watching this. Okay. I'm going to lower it down all the way down to $25 below the big boys. We're going to do it. We're going to do one case of it total. That's 12. And then jumbos, I'm going to do, we're going to do $33. I'm going to put 14, which would be, 12 would be 2 cases. Okay. I'm going to put 2 cases of jumbos on at $33 below blowout. I'm going to do hobby boxes. 1 case is all. That's all we can really do at that price. So there you go, nation, the ones that were watching. It's a good question. Surprise in the NFL? I think the Browns are going to be really, really good, but they were 6-10 last year, so I don't follow it enough, man. I'm busting cards so much. I don't follow it as much as I used to. The Jags are going to be really good, I think. I think the Jags have a shot at going to the fucking Super Bowl, actually. They got a shot. There's certain teams that I think are going to be really good. Uh-oh. Stained glass. How cool would it be to have a stained glass set? Gold box coming up, baby. The 31 of y'all watching, man. Y'all got a shot. I want to see something real quick. I want to go to live. Yep. People over there scooping it up real quick. I think I put it, let me just make sure I put it 25 below for y'all. Let me double check it. It's 33 below on that one. Pre-sale. Yeah. There you go. You can buy whatever's on there. If somebody buys the whole case, they buy the whole case. Oh, the crew is off Saturday and Sunday this week. Rookie Austin works Saturday. Oh, fuck. But it's just me on the weekend busting a few Ginter. I'm going to watch football this evening. I got to go buy a collection around lunch. But other than that, I'm going to do that. And then the second half of games, I'm going to go home. Free money. That's what we pass around, baby. Here we go. Let's rock and roll, nation. Rock and roll. Sin. He's already gotten 3 autographs. Oh, that's the last box of them. I think everybody left to go buy a box. Or they just left. They may be ready for some football. Verlander. Here we go. I'm starting to get that hope in my belly that we pull off the red ink. If you're looking for it, just search Topps Update at the bottom. I got a message that somebody couldn't find it. All right, let's rock and roll. It's go time, baby. Is it going to be 15 dimes? 15 dimes. I have a feeling the search is going to end. Here we go, baby. Let's get it. They said it couldn't be done. Said we couldn't pull it. Let's see, baby. Let's see. I don't see one in here. Burton rocks. He can kick rocks. Let's go. Let's pull this motherfucker off. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Case 86. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Post Malone. Unbelievable. Last ride. Case 86. 88 is on there, guys. Who doesn't want 15 dimes? We've hit 4 of the blues. We've hit 25%. Or no. There's 100. So we've hit 4% of those. All we need is 10% one time. I don't see any double whites, but we'll see. I didn't see one last time we hit it. So there we go. Case 86 in the books, baby. We right here. Let's go. Saturday, Sunday from July 17th until now. Ain't no quitting the nation, baby. Let's ride. Let's go, baby. Saddle up. Fuck. Not looking good, nation. Nope, not looking good. Uh-oh, there's another auto. 1 of 1. Josh James. Not meant to be, nation. Not meant to be. All right, guys, enjoy your weekend. I'm going to go find us some cards for Golden Nugget and some Gold Mine and try to watch some football the second half. Hope everybody's team wins. It's not a little hater. Every time we open one, we don't get it. Takes a little while to get revved up again. 86, 87 is sold. 88 is on the site. Grab you some. See if we can get us 15 dimes. That'll be Tuesday, so come and get it. Always be dragging, man. Deuce.